Hi, everybody. My name's Jason.
I'm Caden. I'm Jaden.
I'm Nicole.
And we are the YHWH and the Torah channel, and we thank you guys very, very much for hanging out with us. It is a feast of unleavened bread today, and we have our dogs going crazy like they're always going crazy. And we thank you guys very, very much for hanging out with us and hanging out with this family. And we were, as a family, we celebrated our Passover, and not our Passover, Yah's Passover. And there's a couple things, I guess, this year or every year that I think are very important to understand. Is that yesterday, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2,000 some years ago, our Messiah was slaughtered. He was finished, the part of the slaughter. And yesterday, before the sun went down, they had him wrapped up and they had him in a tomb. And so day one of his 3-day quest in wherever he went had begun. And we are now in a time that is the day after Passover. And our Creator designed this appointed time in such a way that we have a Melchizedek priest. And we have a sacrifice. We have a lamb sacrifice. And so as we go through these appointed times, we didn't do a good job this year of guiding anybody, really. We're kind of busy this year, but we are attempting to put the perspective with things. And so 2,000 years ago, when Messiah died, the next day would have been what today is. What's Thursday? And so 2,000 some years ago, it would have been a Friday. And it's the same time.
It's the same days.
It's the same days. So this year, it was the exact same days as it was whenever it was back in the days. And so let's take a quick look. I want to read, first and foremost, let's read off about, let's read a little bit out of the Sefer. This is out.
Year 34, by the way.
What's that?
Year 34.
Year 34?
Is when it.
33, 34, they believe that he was 30 at AD. Okay, we're starting in Matthew 26. Let's see. But before the feast of Matzah drew on, the Talmudian came to Yahushua, saying to him, Where will you that we prepare for you to eat the Pesach? And he said to them, Go into the city to such a man, and say to him, The rabbi says, My time is at hand. I will keep the Pesach at your house with my Talmudim. And the Talmudim did as Yahushua appointed them, and they made ready the Pesach. Now when the even was come, he sat down with the 12, and as they did eat, he said, Amen, I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. And they were exceedingly sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Adonai, is it I? And he answered and said, He that dips his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. The son of Adam goes as it is written of him, but woe unto the man by whom the son of Adam is betrayed. It is good for that man if he had not been born. Then Yahudah, which betrayed him, answered and said, Rabbi, is it I? He said unto him, You have said. And as they were eating, Yahushua took the bread and blessed it, and broke it, and gave it to the Talmudim, and said, Take, eat, this is my body. And he took the cup, and gave thanks, and gave it to them, saying, Drink ye all of it. For this is my blood of the renewed covenant, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine, until that day when I drink it anew with you in my Father's kingdom. And they sung a hymn, and when they had sung a hymn, they went out into the Mount of Olives. Now, this was 2 nights ago, right? This was 2 nights ago that we had this Passover. Now, let's take a quick look, because Messiah right here says, he is right here, let's see, he says, For this is my blood of the renewed covenant. Now, before we go into anything else, I want to take a quick look at this renewed covenant quickly out of Hebrews, because a lot of people don't know what this renewed covenant is. A lot of people think this renewed covenant is some sort of a Christian way that people go, but this is not what the new covenant is. This is what example of what the new covenant is. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he says, Behold, the days come, says Yahuwah, when I shall make a renewed covenant with the house of Yashrael and with the house of Yehudah. one thing, everyone, that you should understand is there is no house of Christian. There is no house of Gentile. There is no house of Mormon. There's no house of Catholic. The renewed covenant is between the house of Yisrael and the house of Yehuda. You have to pick which house you're going to be in. If you are in the house of Christian and you're eating your pork, you're not in the covenant. It doesn't make it. Continued. 10, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Yisrael after those days, says Yahuwah. I will put my Torah into their mind and write it in their hearts, and I will be their Elohim, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahuwah, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their Torahless deeds will I remember no more. So that is the new covenant. That is the renewed covenant, everyone, that we have here. Now, let's talk a little bit about this as a family. What we have and what we experienced on Passover and how we are doing it today and what exactly this exactly means.
So we already did Passover. We ate the lamb. We had bitter herbs.
And that was, Passover was when?
Was 2 days ago? So it would have been 2 days ago, yeah.
2 days ago. And that would be the night that Messiah did his Passover with his Talmudian as well.
Right, and that means he would have died yesterday.
The next day, which was yesterday, our Messiah died, right? And so it was something I didn't realize until Nicole was telling me this, is that everything was all in a one day thing, right? From the time he was arrested to the time he was killed was one day, right? And so he went from Caesar to Herodias and back and forth, all of that stuff.
It was a long day.
It was a very long day.
Because they took him like at night, like right after.
Right at night, and so he was being tortured from the time that he was arrested, all the way till the time he breathed his last breath. It is where they're at. Now we're going to be looking at into, this is Leviticus. What is this?
No, Exodus 12.
12. Now today is a high Shabbat, what they call a high Shabbat, and it is not a full Shabbat, but it is a high Shabbat. And what that means, it is a set apart day. It is a holy day. It is a day that begins a 7-day feast that we have. And so let's read where it begins and let's figure this out.
12:14.
12:14?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's read where this begins. And this day shall become to you a remembrance. And we're talking about today. And you shall observe it as a festival to Yahuwah throughout your generations. Observe it as a festival and an everlasting law. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread. Indeed, on the first day you shall cause leaven to cease from your houses. For whoever eats leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that being shall be cut off from Yisrael. And the first day is a Kodesh gathering. This is today. And on the 7th day, you have a Kodesh gathering. No work at all is done on them. Only that which is eaten by every being. That alone is prepared by you. Okay. All right. And so let's go into 17. And you shall guard the matzah. For on this same day I brought your divisions out of the land of Mitzrayim. And you shall guard this day throughout your generations in everlasting law. In the first and on the 14th day of the month, in the evening, you shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month in the evening. For 7 days no leaven is to be found in your houses. For if anyone eats what is leavened, that same being shall be cut off from the congregation of Yisrael, whether sojourner or native of the land. Do not eat that which is leavened in all your dwellings. You are to eat unleavened bread. And Moshe called for all the leaders of Yisrael and said to them, Go out and take lambs for yourself according to your clans and slaughter the Pesach. Okay, so we have, what do we have? Maybe 3,000 years ago or something? What was it? When was this? Like 1400 BC or something when this happened? 1500? Do you know the dates?
No, I think it was later than.
Earlier than that? So we have what everyone knows of as the Exodus, right? The Great Exodus. And that is where this all began. My people need to be freed so they can go slaughter to me. And that was the whole point of the Exodus. And so as we are looking at what we do today, one of the rules or one of the pieces of the Torah is that we do not eat leaven. We don't eat leaven for 7 days. And it's not in our house. And so we took all of our whatever leaven stuff that we had. What did we take out of there? Baking soda,
baking powder,
anything of leaven.
yeast.
Yeah, anything of leaven, and it went out beyond our gates, outside of our gates. And so that is the commandment. And so today is what exactly?
Today is the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
And it's called a hag, right? It's
Right.
called
So it's a feast. That means we can cook, we can have a feast.
right, but you still do not do servile work, right? You would not be doing this. This is
You're not going to work, you're not starting fires, that kind of thing.
right. And as
You can
we
start a fire because you have to cook.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can start a fire. But as we understand this, guys, please understand Messiah has now been dead overnight. We're into day 2 of this, right? And so literally this is the progress and this is the procession of this. And does anyone else have anything to say on this particular part?
I don't think. I mean, he became the Passover lamb just a little bit after Passover. Just the Passover's kind of ending. He became the Passover lamb that was sacrificed a little after the day ended.
Yeah, he absolutely became that sacrificed lamb. And that is why there's 2 things that they say are to save people, right? The faith of Messiah Yahushua, the faith of Jesus the Christ, as people call him, and keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of our Creator. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Matthew 7 says that if you are Torah-less, you will be told to depart from our Messiah. And if being Torah-less simply means eating swine, right? That is what it means, breaking the commandments. There's many, many ways to break commandments, but it seems like the Christian conundrum, the thing that the Christians have the hardest time with is getting rid of the unclean foods, and they just don't want to do that. So what we'll do as a family, and as we end today's little talk that we are having here, we would like to explain, or I would like to explain, that there are a lot of what you would call probably mini Passovers. There are many, many times inside of scriptures where people had a death sentence and people were dead. And our Creator has done things extracurricularly, spiritually. And there's been many, many Passovers. And we'd like to end today's with a beautiful prayer. And it's the prayer of Azarah. And it's a little long, but it is very important that we understand that our Creator can exit us at any point. And what we're waiting for on this earth is we are waiting for this second Exodus. We're waiting for our Messiah to come. We're waiting for this kingdom to come. We're waiting for a new place to go. And that is what the second Exodus is about. And people are stuck on this rapture. They think that they can eat their pork and they can do whatever they want to do. And they're going to be raptured out of this place because disobedient children are in the favor of their parents, right? That's the concept that these people have. And for anyone that has kids, you understand that disobedient children are not the pride and joy of any parent at all. Okay, so here we go with the prayer of Azarah. And they walked in the midst of the fire, praising Elohim and Baraka Yahuwah. Then Azarah stood up and prayed in this way, and opening his mouth in the midst of the fire said, Barak are you, O Yahuwah, Elohim of our fathers. Your name is worthy to be praised and esteemed forever, for you are righteous in all that you have done to us. Indeed, all your works are true. Your ways are right, and your right rulings are truth. In all that you have brought upon us, and upon the Kadesh city of our fathers, even Jerusalem, you have executed true judgment. For according to truth and right ruling, you brought all these matters upon us because of our sins. For we have sinned and done wickedly, departing from you. In all matters we have trespassed and not obeyed your commands, nor guarded them, neither done as you commanded us, that it might be well with us. Therefore, all that you have brought upon us and every matter that you have done to us, you have done in true right ruling. And you have delivered us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of Elohim, and to an unrighteous sovereign, and the most wicked in all the earth. And now we cannot open our mouths. We have become a shame and a reproach to your servants and to those who worship you. Yet do not deliver us up completely for your name's sake, neither annul your covenant. And do not cause your kindness to depart from us for the sake of Abraham, your beloved, for the sake of your king, your servant Yitzchak, and for the sake of your Kodesh one Yisrael, to whom you have spoken and promised that you would multiply their seed as the stars of the Shemaim and as the sand that lies upon the seashore. For we, O Yahuwah, have become less than any nation, and are held under this day in all the earth because of our sins. Neither is there any this time prince or Nabite or leader or burnt offering or slaughtering or incense or place of slaughter before you and to find favor. Nevertheless, in a repentant heart and a humble spirit, let us be accepted. As in the burnt offerings of rams and bulls, and as in 10,000 fat of lambs, so let our slaughtering be in your sight this day, and grant that we may follow you completely. For those who put their trust in you shall not be put to shame. And now, we follow you with all our heart. We revere you and seek your face. Do not put us to shame, but deal with us according to your favor and according to your many kindnesses. Deliver us according to your marvelous works, and give esteem to your name, O Yahuwah, and let all those who do evil to your servants be put to shame. And let them be put to shame in all their strength and might, and let their strength be broken. And let them know that you are Elohim, the only Elohim, and esteemed over all the earth. And the sovereign servants that put them in did not cease heating the oven with resin, pitch, tow, and kindling, so that the flame gushed out above the furnace 49 amma. And it passed through and burned those castites found around the furnace. But the messenger of Yahuwah came down into the oven together with Azarah and his friends, and smote the flame of the oven, the fire out of the oven, and made the middle of the furnace as though it were a moist whistling wind, so that the fire did not touch them at all, neither harm nor trouble them. Then the three with one voice praised and esteemed and Barak Elohim in the furnace, saying, Barak are you, O Yahuwah Elohim of our fathers, and to be praised and exalted above all forever. And Barak is your esteemed and Kodesh name, and to be praised and exalted above all forever. Barak are you in the Hayekel of your Kodesh esteem, and to be praised and esteemed above all forever. Barak are you that see the depths and sit upon the cherubim, and to be praised and exalted above all forever. Barak are you on the esteemed throne of your reign, and to be praised and esteemed above all forever. Barak are you in the expanse of the Shemaim, and to be praised and esteemed above all forever. Barak Yahuwah, all your works of Yahuwah, praise and exalt him above all forever. And guys, for those who do not know what Barak is, that is bless. That is bless Yahuwah. 36, bless Yahuwah, you Shemaim, praise and exalt him above all forever. Barak Yahuwah, you messengers of Yahuwah, praise and exalt him above all forever. Barak Yahuwah, all waters that are above the Shemaim, praise and exalt him all above all forever. Barak Yahuwah, all powers of Yahuwah, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, sun and moon, praise and exalt him all above all forever. Barak Yahuwah, stars of the Shemaim, praise and exalt him all above all forever. Barak every shower and dew, praise and exalt him before him above all forever. Barak Yahuwah, all winds, praise and exalt him above all forever. Barak Yahuwah, fire and heat, praise and exalt him all above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, winter and summer, praise and exalt him all above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, dews and storms of snow, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, night and days, praise and exalt him all above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, light and darkness, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch ice and cold, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, frost and snow, praise and exalt him all above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, lightnings and clouds, praise and exalt him above all forever. Oh, let the earth Baruch Yahuwah, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, you mountains and small hills, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, all matters that grow in the earth, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, you mountains, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, you seas and rivers, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, you fish and all that move in the waters, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, all you birds of the Shemaim, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, you beasts and cattle, all you beasts and cattle, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, you children of men, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, O Israel, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, you Kohanim of Yahuwah, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, you servants of Yahuwah, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, you spirits and beings of the righteous, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, you Kodesh and humble men of Yahuwah, praise and exalt. What's that? Did I miss it? Humble men of heart, praise and exalt him above all forever. Baruch Yahuwah, Cananiah, Azariah, and Mishael. Praise and exalt him above all forever, for he has delivered us from Gehenna and saved us from the hand of death, and delivered us out of the midst of the furnace and burning flame, even out of the midst of the fire he has delivered us. Oh, give thanks to Yahuwah, because he shows favor, for his kindness endures forever. Oh, all that worship Yahuwah, Barak the Elohim of mighty ones, praise him and give him thanks, for his kindness endures forever. Have you guys ever had a prayer like this? Have you guys ever prayed anything of this sort, that you are praising Yah in absolutely everything like this? We're talking about praising him in everything, right? Everything he has created. In fact, one of them was, Barak Yahuwah, you works, right? What are his works? What are the works of Yahuwah?
Everything.
Everything. From us sitting here speaking to us, to the birds and the trees and everything that our Creator has given to us, that he has provided for us to live and to be alive. That is what that is for. And it's Eli, it's good having you here, buddy.
Yep.
You made it here. Thank you very much. He was out feeding cattle. So, all right, everybody. I think that is it. If there's anything I guess we could leave you guys with, is that we hope that you have a good feast of unleavened bread. We hope that you guys are seeking our Creator, and sometimes you get into these things and you don't know exactly what you're doing, but if you begin, then you can start doing this every single year. And the point of this is the appointed times are our appointed times. One day, when we're out there blowing our trumpets on Yom Teruah, our Messiah is going to come back. One of these days, we're going to have an Exodus. One of these days, we're not just rehearsing this just for the fun of it. We're rehearsing it so that we are children of the Most High. And when we are doing this, we are being obedient to our Creator and doing what he wants us to do. And it has nothing to do with Easter bunnies and rabbits and all of these gifts and all this pagan garbage, all this mumbo jumbo. There is a holidays and festivals that we are called to keep, and this is one of them.
And you're supposed to blow your shofar today too.
Yes.
On your feasts.
Blow your shofar on the feast as well today. So I guess that is it. Boss Clan would like to say goodbye to you. We love you guys very, very much. Thank you guys for joining us with another teaching here, with another just hanging out with our family, and we will see you guys again.
All right, Shalom.